Hey Johnny, how you doing? All right. Thank you for the written rationale here. Good job. This is good. I mean, this indicates to me that you're making sound decisions as opposed to arbitrary decisions. So that's the name of the game in design, right? We know that. Definitely know that design is not about arbitrary decisions. Rather, it's about creating meaning based on the extraction of data from your research, right? So I was really pleased to read your writing here. Let's jump right over to the right place. Now, speaking of pleased, wow, this is fantastic. This is really good stuff here. Your letter forms are gorgeous. Love the casual, almost inconsistency of them. And I think that loans itself to that relationship between Starling and Hannibal that you had mentioned in your writing. It's a weird, almost a romantic relationship. It almost is. I mean, it's got borderline just kind of romantic kind of undertones, but it's a criminal detective relationship where they really do hate each other, but there seems to be some sort of underlying kind of an intrigue there that their two are definitely attracted to each other. So I think that's really done well here in the relationships of your letter form. So that's fantastic. All right. Um, One thing I'm seeing right here, I'm just seeing something that's really bugging me, and it seems like that L right there is not the same as the L in there. It could be a PDF rendering, but it seems like that vertical stem right there, it's much thicker in the actual title. So check that for consistency. I was a little. That's for one of the first things I noticed is that how skinny and frail that little L looks, but up here it seems to hold up just fine with the other letter forms. I think you did a good job providing consistency in the stroke weight, and therefore the spatial relationships and the optical relationships associated with your letter combination. So that's fantastic too. A couple of little hiccups here. We see this right here, that Z. If I zoom in, you'll see that doesn't line up so perfectly. So you want to do that. As a matter of fact, let's get through all of these letter forms and just really adjust a little inconsistencies. There was another one. Where was it? Right there, where that kind of shoulder right there, or that branch of the M meets that horizontal stem. Right there, it looks like this is really zoom in there. It looks like right there's another little hiccup right there. And so zoom in. I'm going to zoom in right now to show you what I mean. And see right there, just a little space right there, a little hiccup right there. Not bad though, not bad. Looks like some of those were PDF rendering mistakes. Let's get to that Z. That's definitely a mistake right there. Conversely, that is as well. So we'll definitely need to fix those up. Go through, really zoom in to all of your letter forms and try to find little inconsistencies like that. 'Cause I will when I do the final rating for the typeface. Okay, so silence and lambs, that looks fantastic. Uppercase alphabet looks fantastic. Lowercase looks looking darn good here. Yeah, I'm loving it. Letters are bugging me a little bit, and I'm going to tell you why. Because right now you've got some. I think one of the charming things about this is that kind of relationship between some of the letters and how they sit on the baseline and how they're related to other letters. But we don't see that in the lowercase. Each one is a uniform size and uniform placement within that a baseline. So we can see that some of these, like for example, that the X height, it just seems like some of this is, there's the X height of the J compared to the I, and that inconsistency right there, I think, loans itself to the charm of the typeface. So we see the same thing here with this uppercase I, and how it just sits differently on the baseline and the J. See how they're just kind of staggered like that? We don't see any of that in the letter forms. Matter of fact, some letters are even smaller than others in your main alphabet, but we don't see that. I'd like to see that consistency brought through to the characters. I'm sorry, the numeric character set itself. Punctuations look fantastic. I think the stroke on the exclamation point can be increased a little bit. As we can see, it's a little bit lighter than that of the question mark. So, all right. So that's all I have, man. I think this is really ready to move. So just a couple of those little inconsistencies there, and just go through the video and take an inventory of my comments, address those adjustments. You can either resubmit before the end of the week, or you can address this all in your final submission. It's up to you. I'll be glad to provide comments either way. So, all right, great job. If you have any questions right now, or if you need any clarification, of course, I'll be glad to provide. All right, fantastic work. Thank you very much.